All right, here we go. Today is the day. Winter weather to the Gulf Coast. Cold for central Alabama with little to no potential of snow, unfortunately, for you snow fans. It does not look like that is going to come to fruition. So let's start here. Winter watches, warnings, advisories. We've got that cold weather advisory for the northern third of the state. It is what it is. It's cold air. Winter weather advisories there in purple. That's for the potential of some light snow, though that does not look like it's going to come to fruition here today. Our watch and warning also depicts a winter storm warning. Yes, a winter storm warning, all the way down to where we vacation. Pensacola, Panama City, Destin. Just a very, very interesting setup that we have here today. So let's go to the big picture here. This is the composite radar and satellite showing that snow stretching all the way back to Houston. I mean, Houston seeing tons of snow. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Gulfport, Ocean Springs, Mobile. Pensacola is going to be in on it. And eventually the Wiregrass. Let's go to the more localized view here for Alabama. Look at the composite radar. So composite radar is going to look at it all tilts. It's going to give you the highest return. So some of what you're seeing here is actually not reaching the ground. To see what actually is, let's go to our actual radar sweep here. Now this is for the Wiregrass, but this is coming off of Montgomery. I do not have the Eglin Air Force Base or the one over in the Wiregrass near Enterprise. So this is the best bet I could do, but the snow is going to be moving into parts of the Wiregrass here pretty soon, and we could be looking at historic snowfall for parts of southeast Alabama, which is crazy to think here, but that's exactly what we're talking about. And if we come up here to look at the western side of the state, you've got what's showing is snow, but what's happening here is if you think about the atmosphere like a sandwich, we've got, up here, the top layer of our sandwich, the bread. That's where the snow is, the clouds, the snow's coming down. Well, between the top piece of bread and the bottom, in the middle is really, really dry air. So as that snow falls, it is evaporating. And that is why we are likely to not see much of any snow here in central Alabama. That dry layer is so prominent from 3 to 5,000 feet. And it's not going to allow for snow to develop and to reach the surface. Are flurries possible? Yes. I just don't see it coming to fruition here as we go through the day today. So let's go to the ensemble. This is from noon today, which is Tuesday. I'm recording this at 9 a.m. And look at the probabilities here. This is crazy. So this is very backwards. Really no snow for the northern half of Alabama. You can see the very tight gradient there from Clanton down to Montgomery. And then Montgomery to Troy is not very far. You can get there, hour or so. But we're looking at, the probabilities of getting snow in Troy over an inch almost guaranteed. Dothan, Andalusia, Enterprise, Ozark, Geneva, Abbeville, Headland, Eufaula. I mean, guaranteed basically of seeing an inch plus of snow. And I think we're actually going to see more than that. So let's go now to our Future View products here. This is the 3K. This is a Barron product. And we're starting this at 10 o'clock. So this is initializing pretty well. What it's showing, though, off in central Alabama here, that snow is not going to be reaching the surface. So that might be there aloft. It will not be reaching the surface. In fact, this is the most overdone with the snow of all the models. So this is now at noon. Widespread heavy snow for parts of the Wiregrass, and that will continue. See those darker blues near Dothan at 3 o'clock? That is heavy, heavy snow stretching all the way back to Mobile. The Florida Big Bend, this is Pensacola, this is Destin, this is Rosemary Beach. I mean, all these areas down there that you go to get away from the cold, going to be buried in snow later on today. Let's go ahead to 5 o'clock, and again, heavy snow continues for the Wiregrass, just band after band of snow. Not much here in central Alabama, a few flurries possible, but minor accumulations, if any. Finally, by about 10 o'clock, Dothan, you're looking up towards Headland, Abbeville, seeing the end of the snow, and then overnight, the snow officially comes to an end. So this is the other model, and this just kind of verifies how how confident we are in the snow down there in the Wiregrass and southwest Alabama. This is at noon today off the And understand in Dothan, you might have a little bit of rain at the beginning, but this is going to turn to all snow. And look at that. I mean, that is heavy snow here at 2 o'clock depicted from Headland down to Dothan, over to Slocum, to Geneva. I mean, just an incredible amount of snow possibly falling there. But look at the sharp line. Montgomery and points north, really nothing. And I think this model's handling it better. That dry air that's in place is really going to mitigate snow potential for much of north and central Alabama, unfortunately. And we go to 4 o'clock, still heavy snow all across the Wiregrass, back to Mobile. I mean, we're going to see snow totals here that are we haven't seen in quite some time. Don't know the exact numbers, but I can tell you it's not happened in quite some time for these parts of Alabama. By 8 o'clock, snow ending for places like Montgomery, Auburn, Troy, Andalusia, Monroeville, Mobile. And we go to about 11 o'clock, and finally the rain over with until you get to maybe Seminole, Early County, over into extreme southwest Georgia. But, man, damage done. We're going to see a lot of snow. Here's a look at the probabilistic snow accumulation here. This is off the NDFD, and, we're talking 3.5 inches in Dothan. Nearly 3 in Andalusia, almost 2 in Troy. And understand, with these snow bands, you're going to get localized areas that are probably above this. You're also going to have some that might be just below. But everywhere's getting snow, I think, in the Wiregrass today. So be excited about that. On the flip side, if you're in North Alabama and you wanted the snow, I'm sorry. Just doesn't look like it's coming to fruition. We just get to be cold. Speaking of cold, let's talk about tonight after the snow comes through. Dangerous lows, okay? We're going to be down in the single digits to low teens in a lot of spaces. Look at Dothan, Andalusia, Mobile. Keep in mind, snow on the ground, that is going to cause a cooling effect. We don't deal with it a lot, but if you're in the Wiregrass, if you're in southwest Alabama, that snow on the ground, the wind off the snow is going to make it incredibly cold. Be very careful. Enjoy the snow. It's a rare thing. I hope you get out and enjoy it, experience it. Not necessarily the cold, but it's going to be there for a while too, guys. It'll be there probably through the day on Wednesday before melting late in the week. That's your forecast brief here for this Tuesday. Hope everyone stays safe, stays warm. Have a great day.